Hello guys, and welcome back to Crafting with Samantha Jo. In today's video, I am going to be showing you how I made these cute little Halloween bookmarks. In today's video, I'm just going to be showing how I made these two right here. This one I just glued confetti pieces to it, a white piece of paper. So, there are two different ones here, and what you're going to need is you're going to need two of the clear sleeves that I've used in my previous videos, and I will link them below again. They are 2 1/4 by 6 6, I believe, and they're meant for photo booth photos, but I feel like they're perfect for bookmarks. So you'll need two of those, and then you will need 2 tassels, and I feel like the black tassel is perfect for these. Then you will also need some tacky glue. This one right here, I got this from the Dollar Tree. Sometimes they have it and sometimes they don't. You also need some type of super glue or Loctite. It just makes putting stuff on a lot easier. And then you will need some washi, and I'm just using this orange washi that I have. Let me find it here. Just this plain orange washi. And then you will need some sequins. I showed this in a previous video. I got these sequins from the Dollar Tree. There are a bunch of different shapes. I have bats here, pumpkins, spiders, the word boo, some tombstones, some spider webs, some ghosts, some cats, and then these are little witches. And these ones today, I used the spider, these pumpkin, the bats, and some of the boo. And then one of these. And then I also used these. So I'm going to show you how I made this one first. As you can see, it has the red spiders and a spider background, and then spider webs in the corners. So what I did first was I got my piece of paper, and this paper is from We Are Memory Keepers, and it's from, or not We Are Memory Keepers, it's from Echo Park, and it's in their spooky collection. This is the spider paper, and it was a 12-inch sheet, so I cut it down to 2 1/8 by 6 inches long. And so that is going to be your piece of paper. And then what you're going to do so that the sequins fits or sticks better, what I found out, you can use the tacky glue to attach the sequins to the paper, but you cannot use the tacky glue to attach the sequins to the plastic. So what I'm going to do here is just use the tacky glue real quick and attach it. Now let me see here. Yeah, there it goes. So I'm taking these webs, these spider webs, and if you don't want to put them on the top, you don't have to, because you actually can barely see them on the top after you add the washi, but I'm going to add them on the top anyway. And so what you just do is you line them up in the corner with the corner of the paper. So I'm just going to glue 4 more of these onto here, and if you wanted, you could put some of this glue in a container and then use a paintbrush to paint them on, but just a small amount of glue gets it to stick pretty well. And like I said, these came from the Dollar Tree. They're really cute, and I hope that in Christmas time that they come out with a Christmas collection. I wish they had some little leaf sequins and stuff, but this is all I found at mine. And so that is what I'm going to be using. And then just one more. One more there. And so then it looks like this. If you wanted to, you could add some words to here, like spooky or happy Halloween or something. But I chose just to leave it blank. You could also add it to the outside of your bookmark with some vinyl. If you haven't seen my bookmark video on adding words, make sure you check it out because it shows you in that video on how to do that. We're just going to let that dry for a little bit. It don't need too long. It actually dries pretty quickly, just like the tacky glue does, or the Scotch quick dry. And so then I'm just going to open my little paper or plastic piece here. This helps it open. And again, I'm going to make sure that this side of the paper is facing up with the long side of the paper. The good thing about this paper is you will have a little bit of a design on the back too, so the back doesn't look plain. If you wanted to, you could decorate the back of it also, but I'm just going to be decorating the front of it. And so as you can see, I'm just sliding it in here. So then I took the spiders sequins and I just put some in there. And just pinch it open like this and just dump them in. And you probably just need a handful. You can put as many in as you want. But for a bookmark, you probably want it pretty thin. That way it's not too thick in the book and the book actually closes. And then like in previous videos, I'm going to take my washi tape. If you don't want to, you don't have to put washi tape here. It just helps cover up the glue. You could actually, on this one right here, I actually used a strip of the paper from the paper pack at the bottom. They have an extra strip that you can cut off, and that's what I used for this one, but I don't have any more of that, so I'm just going to use this orange washi here. And I'm just going to run it across here, making sure that it lines up and looks nice. And you can still see through the washi. This washi right here is pretty iridescent. You can use any orange washi, or if you have decorative Halloween washi. I don't have any. I might have to look into getting some, probably for next year. And then just trim off the excess here. Then you're going to take your quick dry glue and you're going to open it and just put in a small dab of glue or a small line of glue. And what I like to do is use my finger to spread it out a little bit. Again, you can use a paintbrush for this if you don't want to touch it. And then just seal it shut. Sometimes you need to put glue on both sides, but I think this one will be alright with just one side. If it comes undone, or comes not undone, but if I see that I need to add more glue, I will to the other side. You could also use the Loctite for this to seal it, and that probably would seal it the best. But the tacky glue, if you didn't have Loctite, does a pretty good job. So then this second one, this one right here, this one's pretty simple. All I did was took the piece of paper, and this one actually has the word scary on it. This is the bottom half of the paper and this is the top half of the paper. And I just slid it in here just like this. Again, making sure that the top part is where the top of the paper I want to be shown. And then I just took a small pinch of bats. I added bats to my other one because there is bats on the paper. And they're cute. So you just pinch it and you add a few in there. I only had 2 in my hand, so I'm going to add a few more. And then probably a few more. And then I'm going to take some of the pumpkins because they go with the paper really well, and just add a few of the pumpkins in there, and then a few of these boos. If you wanted to, you could put the boos on the outside of the paper too, but you're going to need the Loctite for that. And then what I did was I took the washi again and ran it along the top, trying to line it up with what you can see is a line right there in the plastic. And I just tried to line it up with that. And this piece of paper looks like it's a little shorter than 2 1/8, but you really want it to be 2 1/8, and it's going to be a tight fit, and you're going to have to work it in there. So then I'm just going to straighten out my paper a little bit. If you hear that noise in the background, that is my dog. Usually I have my craft room door shut when I'm filming, but no one's home, so I thought I'd leave it open. Alright, and then what I did was I took 3 little bats, and I used the Loctite to place the bats on here. So what I'm going to do is you just need a small amount of Loctite, not very much at all. And just run it across there a little bit. And then if you wanted so you didn't get Loctite on your hands, you can use tweezers. Or you can even put it on the piece of paper and then put your bat on, like this. And these don't have to be perfect. But 3 of them fit across there very nicely, so I thought that would be an added touch to the washi. And if you wanted to do that on the other one, you could do that too, or you could put some spiders across the top if you wanted. And then what I'm going to do is on the other one, I put one of these tombstones on there, and I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm just going to run my super glue right on the back of this, and attach it just like that on the outside. The tacky glue does not work for this, but you also do not have to add this on the outside. And if you have any other sequences that you want to add to it, go ahead, or any glitter you want to put inside, that would work too. Or even if you had just orange sequins and stuff you could put inside. I have some bronze color sequences, but I don't have necessarily orange, so that's why I didn't put any in mine. Then you're going to take your tassels. Again, you're going to punch out, if you've watched any of my previous videos, you are going to take out this part, and you're going to put your tassel in here. And I didn't glue the top of this one yet, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm just going to use the Loctite for it, since I already have it right here. And you really just need a very small amount of the Loctite. And if you had regular super glue and not Loctite, you could probably use that too. The super glue brand, I think it is. And so that is shut. And then there's the tassel. So that is a nice Halloween bookmark. If you were doing a holiday craft fair, a Halloween craft fair, or if you were having a Halloween party, these would make cute little holiday or Halloween gifts. Or if you were having a Halloween party at your kid's school, this would also be perfect as little gifts to give to the kids on Halloween. So that is the end of today's video. Thank you for watching, and make sure you like and subscribe for some more bookmark crafts and other craft videos that will be coming up soon. Thank you for watching.